go to the site and see if we're live.
Yep, I'm here hitting refresh.
Okay. Like a sneaker fiend. We might even be up. Yeah, it says it's streaming. So if anybody's tuning into this on the playback, we are currently just doing a little test. We do have a guest, and we'll get into all that stuff. But for now, just kind of hang out for a little bit, and we're gonna try to fill up the chat a little, and yeah, that's about how we do. Corey, how you doing?
Yeah. A little bit of a cold still.
Oh yeah, the cold. Um,
It's
oh, I see that we're
no
transitioning.
longer
Hold on,
have.
pop, we're gone. Okay. So what about your cold now?
It's better. I had a bad fever. I don't know if that's flu or not, but
Yep.
pretty much felt like shit all day the other day.
Yep. I've been there. Um, if you have a way to tell people about the show that we're currently doing called The Blind Box, do me a favor and let them know. Let people know. Tweet it out. Yell from rooftops or whatever. Corey, I gotta find my phone because I gotta do the tweet thing myself. So just give me 1 second. I actually have these brand new
Okay.
fancy. I have these brand new fancy earbuds, and I can walk around. I can move around, Corey. Um,
Wireless.
eh, yeah, it's crazy. I have no wire, here, no wire. Um, but the problem is the microphone. I know the microphone doesn't really extend as far, so I have to yell when I get up and walk out. So again, what I was saying was, if you're listening, do us a favor, let the people know that you're listening. Just share the content or whatever. Uh, we are live. There you go. Um, and that is tweeted out now. So we're gonna try to get some people in the chat real quick. Corey, are you streaming on whatever the hell that is?
YouTube.
Instagram. Instagram.
Uh, no, because I don't see a YouTube live feed yet.
Oh, can you do that thing you do where you live stream from the phone and show people?
I can.
Maybe we
I
can
don't
get
know.
some people in here that way.
I don't know that I can. That they'll be able to hear anybody but me. I think
That's
last
okay.
time. Oh,
They don't need to hear me. I'm not as important. Oh, we have two watching. I don't know if that's me and you or if that's I don't know.
well, it's not me because I can't find the live stream.
Great. That's even better.
Like
Um,
I'm on the channel.
yeah. It also says stream health, and it has a orange bar now. So I don't know if that has something to do with it or whatever. It also says the blind box is starting soon because we're not actually started yet. So I
Oh,
think that has something to do with it. So if you see that, again, if you're one of the two, if you're one of the two viewers in the chat, let some people know that we have a guest, and we're here, we're live, we're doing this thing, and we have big announcements. Some announcements. Some things I can't really announce because I don't know if they're final yet. So, um, uh,
I don't know if it's just me. Yvette can see that there's a live stream that says starting soon.
Yep, that's our starting soon. That's so that people don't have to sit here and watch our faces for however long before we get people in here. Um, and again, as we start to roll more, we'll do some more promotion and stuff like that as we kind of get more of an idea of when we're going to be live and what we're doing and all that stuff. But we are. I mean, we're getting there. You know what I mean? We're making it happen. Just to show you that we're here, I can do this transition. Boom, Blind Box logo up, and it's fancy. So that's one thing we can do. If you're listening at home, let us know. Holler at us. Send us a tweet or I don't know. What do they say? Yeah, there you go. DM. Thanks. Yep. Yep. There you go, Corey. That's what I was gonna say too, was a DM. But I didn't know if that was. Don't send us a DM. What are we talking about? Don't send us a DM. You got to let other people know that you are watching as well. Hey, we got another person in here. Anybody that's in here, we're going to be in here for a little bit. We have a guest. We're just getting started. Literally just getting started. So we're really not even talking about much. We're just kind of hanging out. So if you are in the live chat, feel free to say what's up. Let people know. All that kind of stuff. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I wanted to touch on before we get anything going. Corey, was there anything that you wanted to touch on before we get anything going?
No, nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Stuff I probably want to get the guest's opinion on as well.
Right. Just to give you a heads up, if you're watching this and you happen to notice that my camera lags a little bit, or Corey's camera lags, or the guest camera lags, or whatever, we're still kind of working out the little issues, and we don't know how. I mean, shit. Today we were supposed to start at 9:45 or 7:45 for me. And we even started 15 minutes early, and it still took us an extra 20 minutes to get everything going and to even get sound up and running. So I think I'm getting a better grip of how to work this thing and how to get this thing going or whatever. But we're gonna have some episodes here and there that might be a little bit tricky. They might be better to listen to than to watch the full episode. But then, for all I know, we might hit gold where we know exactly what we're doing and everything runs perfectly, which is what I'm aiming for. So, Corey, you're a man of many words.
Sorry, this is just driving me crazy that I can't get it to work.
What can't you get to work? Oh, you can't see it?
Yeah.
I don't know. It says, it's up.
All right, well, we can just roll with it.
Yeah, I guess that's what we're gonna have to do. I'm gonna get a timer also, by the way. I've kind of messed around a little bit with it to see how I could do that, and there is a way to do that where I can get a timer and it'll be Blind Box starting in 5 minutes or whatever. And then that way people can kind of gather in here and they don't have to be well, what the hell is going on? Where is everybody? So that's how it goes. Is the guest ready, Corey?
Yeah, I think she's been ready for about 35 minutes.
Well, then the guest is awesome for sitting through the bullshit. If you would like to go ahead, add the guest to the call, and we'll kind of loose start the show a little bit and see what happens here. Because again, I'm still kind of figuring everything out. So, is the guest there?
No.
Hey, the guest is there. Guest. First off, I'd like to say welcome to the Blind Box. My name is GM. That guy over there is Corey, and we're technically we're live, but we haven't really started yet. It's almost like when they start a TV show, but they just sit around beforehand and don't really read off the right lines and stuff and mess around, and then they go, okay, 3, 2, 1, and then they start the show. We haven't done the 3, 2, 1 thing yet.
All right.
But the people can still hear us. Does this make sense?
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Perfect. I'd like you to anybody that is listening right now. I guess this is a way to start the show now. Guest, if you could go ahead, let the people know who you are, what you do, why they may know you, or why you would want them to know you.
I'm Casey Tadadaway. I'm known as One-Eyed Girl, and I make toys and customize toys and make art.
Perfect. That's I guess that's the best intro that we could ask for. How's your day going today?
It's alright.
Yeah. Yeah, we had some technical issues over here, but I think we got them ironed out for now.
Yeah, everything's working for me now because I started to download Chrome.
Yeah.
I was losing my mind, and
Yeah.
when I'm installing Chrome, it pops up on Firefox. I'm like,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Perfect. Well, we should, Casey, if you don't, I mean, if you're cool with it, if you wanna turn on your camera for the people, then you can do that. If not, then that's cool too. I guess we haven't really figured out what the regulations are around here for the new style of show.
How do I do that? I don't even know what I'm doing.
I see
All right.
Casey.
Oh, you
Yeah,
do?
I see you.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on a second. Let me,
Yeah, turn your camera on, sir.
Yeah, turn my camera on. What am I talking about? Hold on 1 second. Let me see. Oh, okay, I see what happens. It says, yes, always show. All right. There you go. Yeah. No, you're there. You're, okay. We have a live show. Holy shit. This is a real thing. Sorry, this is new for us.
Is that...
Nope, that's going to happen. Now, if you watch what we do around here. Ready? This is like a new thing that we have. The Blind Box is like over 200 episodes old. We have done podcasts the whole way. We are now trying something a little bit new. So if you tune in, if you go over to YouTube on a computer and you search the Blind Box Podcast, you'll bring up our page. Then what you can do is when you look on that page now. Let me see here. Let me just let me do some magic. Okay, yep, there you go. There's some of the magic. There's some of the magic. So if you're watching right now, you're not seeing any of the magic, and that's part of the magic. Give me one more second. Where is this thing? Okay, there you go. And Corey just put up the YouTube link in the deal, and then I gotta find one more thing here. Sorry, like I said, we didn't actually start the show, so that's part of what's going on right now. Okay, there you go. Now,
sending me something, but I can't. How do I see?
If you look in the right-hand corner, there's a bubble that opens up the chat. You'll be able to
I
see
found it. Okay.
there you go. Okay, so now if you go to that link, if you go to the YouTube link, you'll see the magic happen. It's about to happen. Boom, magic has happened.
It's a little bit of a delay after.
There is a little bit of a delay, and also my camera is a little bit. There's a little bit of a lag to it because we have to still figure out some of the things. But you should see when you see the magic, Casey. Let us know.
I think I see
You
it.
see the magic?
I think
There you go. I'm right here. Okay, this is me.
it's
See?
super lagged. Yeah, I see it.
It's super bright. Is that what you said?
What?
Did you say it's super bright?
No, lagged. Lagging.
Oh,
Lagged.
super lagged. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's part of the issue. See, the thing is that the audio is going to come through and it's going to be okay.
Look at all
But
these
the
people seeing all this magic in the chat room. They all
why?
see
How many
magic.
people? How many people are in here? How many people do we have in this magical chat room?
It's not giving me a number anymore. But
Oh, okay.
so far, 3 people have seen the magic.
Let's go. Let's go. We are cranking out numbers here on the Blind Box. This is a new, like I said, this is a new thing for us. We are trying this out. We've done one episode so far. There was a test episode with Chris RWK. And you are our first, I guess, official guest that hasn't been on the show before. How does that make you feel? Oh, I can't hear you. Uh-oh. Corey, can I still hear you? Uh-oh. Hold on a second. I think I see what's happening here. This is part of the issues. That's not supposed to do that. If anybody can still hear me, we're having technical issues. Give me 1 second and let me see. I'm gonna try to stop the stream. I'm gonna relaunch the stream and see if maybe that works. And then we can see if we're good to go. Sorry about this, Casey. We're trying.
No worries.
we're trying to get it together. And I feel like once it comes together, it's gonna be great. But just as of right now, we're gonna have to go through some trial and error every once in a while, I guess. So, so here's now part of the magic that I was speaking of. Okay, if you check out the YouTube page again, we should be up and streaming now. And if you watch for the next couple minutes, you'll see we got a nice little intro for you. It's nothing fancy, but it's a nice little intro. You see that?
My stuff.
Yeah, that's your stuff. That's right. This is all about you. So Casey, I guess we told the people what you do a little bit. You do art and all that fun stuff. What got you into the world of art?
I don't know. I've always liked art since I was a kid. I went to school for art. I went to college for art, which, whatever. I don't know. And then I met somebody that got me into the designer toys, and then since then, that was probably like 2007 or 8, and I've just been doing it since then.
When you started with designer toys, was that something that was like, I guess, foreign to what you were used to? Because I don't know, I hear from people a lot that if you paint on a flat surface and then you go to designer pieces, then it can kind of be a little bit of a mind fuck, I guess. Like it's one of those deals.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I was doing sculptures at the time too. I was doing paintings and sculptures, so it wasn't really that different. It was just a different platform, which was really fun, and I really clung to it, whatever the word.
Right.
So,
clang to it.
Clang.
Yeah, we'll take clang. That's fine. But so what was your do you remember what your first piece was that you worked on?
Like toy wise?
Yeah.
Yes, I actually have them in the other room. I have this. It was a money that I turned into a snail. I used the head as the snail shell, and I had his little eyes come out using the body, and had his coming out. He, I think, was my very first one, and also an armadillo that I recently sold because I was stuck to both of them. But those were my first 2 designer toys. They were like the full-size monies.
Right.
And yeah, they actually won, when Kid Robot was doing those custom toy contests, they both won for 2 different categories, which was exciting at the time.
Have you done any work with Kid Robot? Like, have you worked with them, I don't know, in a collab way or anything?
That you're allowed to talk about?
Not
Right.
No.
Yeah. Anything you want to talk about that you can talk about, that they're not going to send ninjas to your house because you talked about it?
No, sadly, not with them.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it's one of those things where one thing that I've learned about, especially from doing this show, is that I feel like it's very rare that somebody isn't on their radar, and it's one of those things where they kind of wait for the perfect opportunity, and then if they don't have a perfect opportunity, they just kind of find one and jam it in there. You know what I mean? So I would say if you don't get, if you haven't had that perfect opportunity yet, like it very well could be, down the line. You have because your work is, I feel like, just as qualified as any other artist that they've had, especially over the last like year, 2 years, 3 years. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, it's okay.
Really nice.
Right. Is that a personal goal for you, or is that just one of those if it happens, it happens things?
I guess if it happens, it happens. I've never like actually tried or gone for it, so I guess I can't really expect that much. I don't know. It would be cool.
Right.
I should reach out to them and see if I can get something happening, but I don't know.
Is that like part of like the artist, like the artist introversion kind of thing or whatever, where it's like, I would approach them, but I don't want to get turned down?
Kind of. I'm also really socially awkward, and I don't know how to approach anything and do anything.
Right.
Awkward.
Yeah, trust me, I know how it goes. Like it's crazy because I've done music for a large part of my life, where I've been on stage and stuff. I'm perfectly fine. I can do the podcast perfectly fine. Like I can sit there and talk to people forever. As soon as I'm like face to face with somebody, like that's where I'm just like, oh boy. Like, and it's not like I like clam up or anything. I'm just like, oh, this is gonna be so dumb. Like, this is gonna be so dumb. Even if it's the greatest thing in the world, probably just gonna be really dumb.
That's how I feel right now, being on this.
No, stop it. This is great. This is, like I said, we appreciate you being on here for the fact that, we're just kind of getting the idea ball rolling. So, yep. We can go like this. Watch. We take you right off of there, and then what we'll do is we will transition. Hey, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm going to show a work in progress piece of yours, that people might be interested in seeing, and if you have anything that you want to add about it, then you can do that as well. When you see the magic, of course, then feel free to comment.
Oh, that little guy.
Yeah, what's the story behind this guy?
He was so fun to make. I forget what they're. Yeah, so I wanted him to be holding a tiny little version of him, almost.
Right.
And, like, I just made his face look like he wanted to eat him. And I thought it would be really funny to have these little tiny guys around him, like he was destroying their little town and eating all of them. And
so he's like a giant monster within a town. Are the townies monsters as well?
Yeah, I guess kind of.
A giant monster.
I have the finished one somewhere, but
yep,
I don't know if
Nope, I have it. Just give me 1 second. I'm actually gonna bring that up in a second.
I was very excited for him because it was just so mean and sad, but so cute and fun.
Right. Give me 1 second, and I will. I have another. I don't know if it's the finished, but I know it's another. And it's. I mean, to me, it would be finished. Like that's to me. It looks pretty finished. Let me just bring this up. Okay, and excuse me. I'm just getting over a cold. Corey is as well, I think.
I'm still in the midst of it.
Oh, you're still in the midst of the cold?
Yeah.
Boo. Do you see it, Casey?
Oh yeah. So that's him before he was painted. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then
pretty much done. So you get the idea of him eating his tiny little monster friends.
Which do you like more, painting or sculpting?
I guess I like painting more. I don't know. Sculpting feels more like work, and painting just feels like natural, I guess. If that makes sense.
No, I mean it does. I think I would probably feel the other way about it, just because I've shown Corey. I got into some sculpting stuff. Like I'm not. I have no idea what I'm doing, to be honest with you. But what I'm going to do is for the people that are watching this, I'm going to show off some of my my beautiful sculpting. Now, one reason why I'm doing this is because Casey, feel more than you. I mean, if you want to critique this in any way, shape, or form, this is what you can do. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because here on the Blind Box, sometimes we will critique random things, like it's a thing that happens. So I don't want people to feel like I'm not playing fair. So if you look at the magic, and then this right here, let me see if I can get this. I'm gonna have to learn how to deal with this. Can you see that on the screen?
Not a little bit.
A little bit?
Oh, it's kind of clear now.
Hold on, I gotta figure out like how to get it in front. There you go. See if that works a little bit more.
I can see like half of them.
You can see half. Well, he's only ahead right now.
Oh, okay. I see.
So he's basically ahead, and the way that this works is that there's a bullet that's going into his mouth, and then he's also smoking, and he has teeth. If you notice, he has his very fancy teeth. Oh, audio cut again. Hold on. Let's see how we're gonna do this. Hold on one second. I don't want to start this or stop the stream and start it again, because then I'm afraid it's going to cut the file, and then it's just going to make another file, so people are going to have to watch this in 3 segments. That won't be any fun. Let me just give me 1 second, and let me see if there's something I can do to change it in here. Oh, there you go. Okay, I can hear you now. I think.
Hello.
Oh, yeah. No, I can hear you guys now. Okay. So what were you saying, Casey? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, I was looking at the figure, but now he's gone, so I don't know.
Oh, well, hold on. Here, I'll bring him back. Like I said, I'm interested to hear what you say, especially, I mean, he has teeth, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. He has teeth.
I didn't see the teeth.
Look at those teeth. Look at those teeth. Those are real teeth. They're not real teeth. They're sculpted teeth. See? Look at that. Yeah, they're not real teeth. They're sculpted teeth. I'm bullshitting.
She gets the real teeth.
I should look at. He has a fake. Well, hold on. I gotta pull it back a little bit. He has fake real eyes. Can you see that? He has like doll eyes.
Those are fun.
Yeah, that was something I figured I'd put in there. And he's on like a Kid Robot mascot or whatever. So,
money, I assume.
No, like the mascot, like yeah.
Yeah, I see.
So then I got that, but then I also did this one, and he's along the same lines, but he is more of a pig thing. See?
See the eyes? I can't
Yeah.
see. It's all
Oh, hold on. Let me see. It's kind of weird because like if I move it one way, it goes one way. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. It's like when you're looking in the mirror and you try to do something, and it's like if I move it up, it goes down. If I move it left, it goes right. One of those kind of things.
The eyes are cool. So what's on like the one that has the ring around it? Is it like, I can't really tell.
The eye is one of those
like a mechanical type of thing or something.
Yeah, it's an eye that you get out of like one of those dolls, like one of the weighted doll eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those, and I just pulled it out of the doll, and then I put it in that thing, and then it looks like a mechanical eye.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. What'd you think from what you could see?
From what I can see, it looks cool.
Not so bad.
What's that?
I said not so bad.
Not so bad. I think it's cool. I want to see it finished.
See, that's the problem with it, is that Do you ever hit this point where like you think something might be finished, but then it's not really finished? You're like I think it's finished, but you don't want to really finish it because you think there's still something missing from it.
Yes, but I feel like you just have to keep. You just gotta do it.
You just got to get it done.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
I never know
understand.
when I'm done. I just keep doing things until I'm done. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Not helpful at all.
I understand what you're saying. I get it. Corey, did you have any questions for Casey?
Yeah, are you gonna be at 5 points again this year?
Yes,
Cool.
I will be there. Oh, good. That's where I met you
Last year.
first and only time, right?
Yeah, like
Okay.
we've talked online before.
Yeah,
you were in a
yeah.
custom show, but yeah, this is
But
the
in
first place
person.
we
Yep.
officially met. Yeah.
Yep, I will be there. I'll be there with Bill Hewitt. Oops. My computer. I need to plug.
Uh-oh.
Bill Hewitt. He's another artist, and I'm sharing a booth with. Hold on, I need to plug my computer in.
Is he on Instagram? I don't think I've heard of this guy.
Yeah, he calls himself Lick Your Elbow. I think on Instagram he's Lick Your Elbow Art.
You can't even do that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just.
I can do it.
Can you really?
Got it.
Yes.
No.
See?
Hold on a second. Hold on. This is what we did this for, people. This is what this is
Why don't we
for.
have video?
Yeah, this is why we have video now, so that
Too
so that we
much
can see
pressure
Casey.
now.
All right, go ahead. Come on, let's do it. Drum roll, please. There it is. There it is.
Let's do it.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, it looked. I'll take it. I mean, for what it's worth. That is a. We
Definitely did it.
We just broke history. We just made history, is what they say. That's the first time that we ever had anybody lick their elbow on the show, and we were able to see it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Well, that's what's up. Do you have releases for 5 points?
Do I have what?
Do you have releases for 5 points coming up?
I haven't come up with anything yet. I've been busy with other things, but I'm sure I'll have a new resin or figure or series or something. I will.
Right.
I just don't know what yet.
Are you gonna
Do you feel-
continue on with the food themed stuff?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Do love doing them. They're really fun. Because mostly I've been doing the animals. In the past few years, I've gotten more into like the little food guys, so I'm gonna do more of them.
Awesome. Yeah, I
There's
like your
so
little,
many.
I know. Yeah, you have unlimited options.
Choose from. Yes, they're fun. They're really fun to make.
I don't think I saw the food guys. I feel left out. Corey, let's do another. Oh yeah. Well, no, hold on. Screw that. Casey, do you have the food guys around you?
That's what I was looking for. I don't know if I have any. I don't have any in reach. I could probably find a picture.
Okay. Well, that's I'm gonna have Corey send over a picture. And then what I'll do is I'll work the magic over on this end. Yeah. This is all things that we can do. And for anybody that's listening or watching, if you would like to be on the blind box, obviously just let us know. It's one of those things that can happen. And if you have stuff that you're working on or anything like that, and you want to make sure that we cover it or whatever, then just send over some pictures, and I'll load them up, and we will be able to do that. So we have some possibilities with this thing that we have going on here once we get all the kinks worked out. That's what we hope, anyways. Corey, did you find some pictures or no? Am I left out in the dark on this one?
No, I did. I texted them to you, and now I'm emailing it to you.
Oh, okay.
No,
Can you drop them in the Skype? Can you drop them in the Skype chat? Oh boy, he said, "Oh man, I don't know about this." Hey, Casey, I wanted. No, go ahead. Sorry, Corey.
How did you pronounce your last name? Because I've been fucking it up for years.
Me?
Yeah.
I want to hear how you pronounce it.
I say Terra Rouge because I just kind of fall off at the end.
So close. Not at all.
No.
So, I pronounce it Tadadawe.
Yeah,
That's not even.
A joke.
That's not even close. I was gonna say that's not even close to close, Corey.
It's like
You're
a big
way
joke.
off. No, I get it.
Yeah,
So-
Tadadawe. That's
Tadada.
why I have people call me One-Eyed Girl, because my name is nonsense.
Where
Wait.
does it hail from?
It's Polish. I'm pretty sure we don't say it correctly. There's a different pronunciation, but we couldn't say it when we were younger, and it kind of morphed into Tadadawe. I don't know.
Your parents just rolled with it. They're like, yeah, that sounds good.
It was like
You guys
Tadadawe, Tadadawe, and then it was, that's what happened throughout the years at school. Nobody could say it correctly, including us.
That's one of the craziest stories I've ever heard. So
It's nonsense.
it's nonsense. That's intense. Hold on one second. I got these foods and I'm gonna throw them up here, and I'm not gonna throw up the food. That'd be disgusting. I'm going to show the food so that people can see it. Hey, everybody hear that? That's my dog. You hear that?
Very sad.
Yeah, my dog he lives such a terrible life. He's now forcing himself into the show. You want to go outside? That's what it is. And then you're gonna go outside, and then you're gonna cry to come back inside in like literally a second. He's gonna turn. He's gonna walk out the door. He's gonna be like, "Oh, this is outside. Nope, I want to come back in." All right, let's see what you got.
That's why they're the best.
Yeah, I know. Do you have any animals?
I have a dog.
You have a dog. What kind of dog you got?
I have an Australian Terrier. She's the love of my life.
Yeah. Yeah. He.
But she's nowhere to be.
Yeah. He's I'll show him off in a second. He's his name is Wallace, and he's a Shih Tzu. And he is a pain in the butt.
They usually are.
Yeah. So that's the French fries that we're looking at. And then in a second, you'll see the pizza. These kind of remind me of you remember the old Food Fighters?
The band?
No, Food Fighters, not Foo Fighters.
Oh,
What are we talking about here? There were these like things that they made that were like hamburger. There was like a hamburger, and he was like a sergeant. He had like hands with guns and stuff. And then there was like a pizza that was also, I don't remember what he was, but they all had like army kind of vibe to them.
No, I don't know those at all.
Mm-hmm. No, these look great. These are way better than those. Haha. No, they seriously they are. Because these are the problem with those is that they were just like factory run 80s toys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 Wasn't
like
anything
Musclemen or something like that.
No. Like kind of like Ninja Turtles. You know what I mean? Like they just had like a real like factory type paint application and stuff like that. So but I did Casey, I wanted to talk to you about something. Hold on a second, because I got to do the magic. Okay, so all right, so I just did the magic. On your Instagram, when I looked at your Instagram page, it has your name, Casey Tarararuzu, and then it says, "One-eyed girl, my legs don't work, so I make up for it by making silly things with my hands."
Yeah.
I thought you were one-eyed. It turns out that's not the case. Casey, what happened? What's going on? This is something I feel like I need to talk to you about. It's not really awkward. The thing is, I hope it's not awkward for you, because it's like one of those things where I just feel like let's be honest. It's it's an uncommon thing in the world that we're in, specifically the art world, for a sculptor, artist, whatever, that we're familiar with, to talk about it. So I just feel like it's one of those things where, like, this show has always been something that we, I'm not afraid to talk about things that other people might kind of skirt around or not, be okay with bringing up. I don't know. I feel like you would have perspective. So I don't know. I just wanted to bring it up a little bit and just kind of talk about it. If that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's fine. I wouldn't acknowledge it if it was awkward. I was just
Right.
before.
Right.
So, One-Eyed Girl, I clearly have two eyes, but
Mhm.
a long time ago, I started these paintings of girls with one eye, and then a lot of people knew me by the One-Eyed Girl paintings. So I was tired of people not knowing how to say my name, because clearly it's nonsense. And
Right.
a lot of people thought I was a guy, so I was like, all right, I'm just gonna make my artist name One-Eyed Girl. But yeah, I have two eyes. Whatever.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. So that's.
And as for the legs part, I'm
Yep.
paralyzed from the waist down. I'm in a
Yep.
wheelchair. So I've been paralyzed since I was 14, which is like 17 years ago now, or something like that. So paralyzed. So
Do you feel like that's something that gives you a different perspective, I mean, not just in life, which I would assume it does, but in art as well?
So for the longest time, I used art to, like, I guess as therapy, to like express the feelings that I couldn't get out, and it was all my art was like personal and dark, and I was painting like bleeding butterflies and like super emo crap. Uh-oh, dog.
I thought you were yelling at Casey. I was like,
No,
Jesus, she's
no.
our guest.
Oh. Yeah. I can't see him. Oh. I see you, not him. Oh, there he is. uh, I think
I
he
guess,
muted from everybody else, but not us.
yeah, when you thought you muted originally, I think you muted on YouTube.
Oh, I muted on YouTube, but I didn't mute. Oh, okay. This all
Yeah.
makes sense to me now. No. We're learning things. This is all making sense. Okay. All right. So that's what happened with that. So I'm okay with that. If the guest hears, it's okay. So the mute on YouTube works. All right. So Casey, what were you saying before I rudely interrupted you with my dog?
Your artist
Oh.
perspective,
Yes.
teenage
Yeah,
angst.
all my art was all depressing and sad and whatever, but it helped me through things. But then I finally got to the point where I wasn't depressed and sad and like having to deal with things anymore, so I started making fun things that I actually really enjoyed making and made other people happy, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm making silly little stupid characters that people apparently like, for the most part. and I love making them. So I
Right.
don't know.
That's
That means something to me.
Of course. I mean, it's awesome that you were able to turn your perspective around like that, because I don't think everybody is always able to. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that it's an important thing, and especially if were you an artist before 14? Like, is this something that you did
Yeah.
before, or no?
I did love it. I think it was middle school, and that's kind of what like I really loved in middle school and elementary and blah blah blah. I mean, you're really young at that point, so who knows? But I did love it at that point, so I
Right.
just kind of stuck with it. Or still loved it, whatever.
Right. I'm currently showing the Willow custom. Kyle Kerwin, who is a friend of the Blind Box, and this was a great piece. Like, I thought this was
Thank you.
yeah, I thought he had a lot of great pieces.
This was my favorite out of the whole Vagabonds show that
Thank
Decon.
Was it?
I thought this came out amazing.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I loved making him. I had a lot of fun with him.
And I'm
Yeah, we
pretty
got-
sure that one sold out very fast, right? Because I looked into buying it and it was not available.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, he sold, so that was exciting. I was all
It's always
worried
good.
I priced him too high, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
It's always good when they sell, right?
Yes, it's exciting.
Yeah, that's the best. And then also you did a Luna.
Yes.
Yep. And I thought that came out great.
Thank you.
I'm a big fan of the bots, and
Me too. They're amazing.
yeah, they're I don't think we have zero chance of ever having them on the show now.
That,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
with video, no.
Yeah, they
do
wouldn't.
Audio, they were so
Yeah.
scared.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Because Jen
They're
will
like the
message
nicest
me.
people in the world via email, at least.
Oh, I know. Jen messages me on Instagram, like when I have a question, or like when I have a comment or something like that, or she'll be like, "Oh, I heard you say this on the show. Like, thank you so much. Like, that was so nice of you," and blah blah blah. But then I'm like, "So Jen, when are you gonna come on the show?" She's like, "We could have Travis come on the show," and I'm like, "No. You have to you got to come on the show." And she's like, "No, I don't know. I don't think so." So, and this is before when we were just doing podcast stuff. So now that we're doing video stuff, like. Yeah, the only way we'd be able to do it is if we instead of them having like a webcam, it would have to just show like a character, like a figure or something like that, and that's it. So,
Just
which
webcam at a pen and paper, and she can just write her responses down and
that'd be the best.
write responses.
It'd be cool if she could sketch out the answers.
Yeah, that'd be a little hard to interpret.
Yeah, that'd be great though. We just.
Have it.
Yeah, we'd ask a question, and then we'd have a side conversation for 10 minutes, and then we'd go back to the drawing, and we'd be like, "Oh, okay, so you went to the store earlier. I understand." So, but no, this Luna came out great. Yeah. Do you ever feel pressure when you're doing custom on pieces?
Not really. I mean, as long as it's fun for me, I don't really care. I do it because I love it. I don't know. It's not really that much pressure. That makes sense. Letting your
It
dog
just-
out again.
Yeah, I'm dealing with this dog thing, man. It's crazy. He'll really sit around all day long and just be cool as fuck.
Thinking you're doing something.
Yeah, as soon as I start to do this, he starts to go crazy. And, he's doing this thing where he has, these bones that he really likes, and they turn him into, a caveman. I don't know what it is, but, something about it. I feel like he has flashbacks to, his earliest lineage of ancestors, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, bones. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna do bad things. Oh." And I'm just like, "What are you doing? You're usually so... But you're perfect. You're usually perfect. And now you're just a maniac." So, I don't know. Don't get a dog, people. No, I'm just kidding. Get a dog. Dogs are, if this one's good. Oh, hold on. They did the audio thing again. Let me see if I can fix this. Oh, yep. I figured out the problem, so I got the fix.
Is the dog again?
No. Yeah, I'm gonna blame the dog this time. I'm like, come on, Wallace, like this is ridiculous. No, the problem is that he wants to run like back and forth underneath me, like outside basically. He wants to go outside and he wants to run back in through the door, and I'm not having that right now because then he's just gonna be really loud and he's gonna make noises and I can't do it. Corey, we got to cancel the blind box forever.
Well, I think maybe the mistake of getting a dog, you should have got a cat.
No.
Your tongue.
Yeah, you know what the thing is I tried to do that before. I got a cat. Like this was years ago. And don't get me wrong, the cat was cool. But the problem with the cat is that like animals are a lot of work. And Corey, I understand it's Strange Cat Toys. I understand you love cats. Like I get it.
Oh, duh.
It's like the
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
It's like my thing.
Cat. Why
Yeah.
does that not even click in my head?
Right. So I get that that's like a thing for you, but here's the problem is that when you put
Dogs
that
are
much
better.
Yeah, when you put that much work into a cat, you want to be able to like hang out with it sometimes and not have it be a douchebag. And cats just don't have the ability to do that. Like they will be low key for a very little bit, and then as soon as they want to get up and leave, or like there's no loyalty there. Like I don't know. I realize it's not really for me. I don't think.
Yeah.
But the dog, like
It's like,
now
yeah,
what?
well,
The cat
Like-
can survive without me. Like if I don't know if I have a heart attack and die or something.
Right.
It can eat my eyes. It'll make
Right,
it for a long time.
right.
The dog's just gonna poop and pee on the floor and die. 'Cause-
Yeah,
That's what I like about dogs, though. They can't exist. without
Yeah.
me. My dog literally cannot exist without me, and she's useless without me. She'll just, she's dead without me. I love her so much.
He is doing this thing now where he's attacking my arm and my hand. He never does this, guys. Like, what is going on? This is terrible. And right now, I have to let him just bite my hand. Usually, I'll tell him like be nice and like he's nice and whatever. But right now, because we're doing this, I have to just let him sit here and bite my hand, so he just gets his
your
way.
love. He can't exist without you.
Oh my god! And then it's weird too because like I can mute it on YouTube, but then when I mute, but it doesn't mute on Skype, right? So like when I mute it, I'm like, all right, oh yeah, no, I understand. Wow, let's knock it off, and then like everybody's like, oh boy, but then the YouTube people don't hear it, so it's like there's like a delay, but there's no delay. You're just not hearing
Can
it.
we see? Can we see what you're working on?
Oh, yeah, sorry. My Little Snails. I don't know if I don't know if it's on YouTube or not.
Looking pretty good.
Painting little snails. It's not making noise, is it? Is it distracting?
No, not at all.
Oh.
Well, I could just see the brush strokes, but nothing underneath, so I wasn't sure what.
Oh. I figure I'll make. I have 3 of them here that I'm just painting. The mold so these are, I'm very new to resin and I really don't know what I'm doing and I'm really bad at it, but I don't care because it's fun. But so I did the little snail guy for the Resin is King series that came out at 5 Points. I don't know if you saw that one with Tenacious Toys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the mold for this, which is like going bad, and I kind of broke it the other night. But I was gonna make a few like little pink ones for Valentine's if anybody wanted it. I don't know.
he said, let me know, I guess. I'm sure they'll go.
I'll be here.
So do you sell most of the stuff that you make, or do you make stuff to eventually sell? Like if you make something like that, like are you like, yeah, this is probably gonna sell?
I mean, everything sells eventually.
Yeah.
It's a good way to look at it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't always sell immediately, but a lot of things sell. Like, so when I make things for conventions, I'll sell a lot, but I'll have a lot left over. But that's because I go overboard and make way too many things that I should not be wasting my time on because I'm crazy. But yeah, it all sells eventually. So.
Yeah, because I feel like like that's got to be a thing for artists, I guess. Sometimes where like if it doesn't always sell, then it's like, do I, should I spend more time trying to sell this stuff, like trying to make more stuff, or should I spend more time trying to like get out and sell this stuff?
Yeah, I don't really worry about trying to sell it. I'd rather make it and enjoy making it. Like that's why I do it. So if I'm
Right.
like more focused on selling it, that's gonna ruin the fun of it. Like I don't, right?
No, I think that's a good way of looking at it. I think you always kind of got to do what what you like. I mean, not always, because there's going to be people that are out there listening to this that are like, "Oh, I wish it was always that easy. Like, just do what you like and get paid for it." But if you're willing to dedicate the time and effort to it and all that, then you can put the energy into it to kind of do that. You just gotta. Sometimes it gets tricky,
Yeah,
don't you think?
yeah.
Okay, this is from Corey. Corey just went to go grab his charger, he said, because by now he doesn't know that when we do the show, he needs to have his charger, because, I don't know. But he just said, ask Casey why Tuesday wouldn't work. So why wouldn't Tuesday work?
Is he trying to call out my nerdy boyfriend?
I don't know.
So, I thought that my boyfriend was doing his role-playing group last night.
Yep.
He DMs for his role-playing for Dungeons and Dragons on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Tuesdays and Thursdays?
Most Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Is it
So I didn't...
most Tuesdays and Thursdays? Does that mean that sometimes there's an occasional Friday or Saturday in there?
No, that just means sometimes they don't do it. So last night they actually didn't end up doing it, but yeah.
Really?
Are you just trying to call out some nerdy? Look at him
That's
smiling.
That's not me. That's
just making content for the show.
he said just
That's my job.
The funniest part is his job is now officially to stir the pot and then go get his charger. Like he's like, hey, you should ask her about that. By the way, BRB. I'm like, wait,
That'll be
what?
my thing.
Yeah, like wait, what? I can't. I mean, I can't knock role playing, but I can say that to 2 nights out of the week might be a little bit much. You might want to ask him to scale it back a little.
It's not every week. It's like every other week-ish or something.
Oh, okay. Is it a the question now that I have, does the quest last Tuesday and Thursday, or is it usually just over?
They're 2 different ones.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know if it was like a continuous quest.
2 different stories, 2 different groups.
Oh, 2 different groups?
Yep. He's gonna be so excited that we're talking about him.
Oh, stop. Oh, he doesn't need. Tell him when he asks, hey, how did the show go? Just say it was boring and we didn't really talk about anything. Mostly just art stuff.
GM, I bet you
Mm-hmm.
that he's a fan of home movies. And this wouldn't
You
be an
think so?
episode of The Blind Box if we didn't bring up home movies.
If we didn't bring up
Like
home
the
movies.
old cartoon?
Fucking right, the
I
old.
loved that show. I don't know if he did, but I loved it.
I absolutely love that show. It's my favorite show of all time, and I would say of all time. It's very close, like especially animated. Animated, it's definitely my favorite. Definitely my favorite animated series, and I am upset that we don't have more home movies figures because they like to make them now for. No, there's.
I bet Casey could make some.
I bet you could. Let's go. Let's do this. I want home movies figures so bad, and I feel like at this point, the powers that be over at Kid Robot listen to the show, and they're like, "Oh, you want home movies? Never." And I'm like, "Well, come on! Like you guys are doing everything else. Like you did like Venture Brothers or whatever. You did." They did so many, and they've done them all. And for some reason, no love for McGurk, no Jason, no nothing.
Home movies. I mean, I'm not bashing it because I loved it, but it's not like relevant now. Nobody watches it now, really, because it's not on the air now.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, but the thing is, though, is that they do these Kid Robot they did the Adult Swim thing, and like on the Adult Swim thing, they included like Harvey Birdman,
Yeah,
and like Harvey Birdman's not really relevant now. Like there's, you know what I mean?
that's true.
So,
Yep.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, but I just feel like they should at least just throw me one. That's all I'm asking for. Like I'm not asking for like an entire set. I'm not asking for, or give me Walter and Perry in a set. Like give me Walter and Perry in a set, and I'm happy. That's all I'm asking for.
I hear you.
So, is there anything
We
that's
can make
out?
that happen.
Oh, that'd be great. That would be so perfect. Is there anything out right now in the designer art toy scene that has piqued your interest?
Well, I did just buy. Well, I just. So, what am I thinking? I don't buy. So, I'm a big art collector as much as I'm an art maker.
Yep.
But I like to correct originals. But as for the production pieces, I've been a lot less with that lately. But I did just get Jim McKenzie's Mono Scarecrow thing.
Right.
Wait, I got that from you, I think.
Yeah, I was waiting
Yeah,
for it.
yeah.
There you go.
It's the
I got it
last one.
from Strange Guy Toys. So I got that, and Nathan Oda, is that how you say his name? His little tree guy thing.
Yep.
Whatever
Yep.
it's called. Cootie? No, Cookie. Do you remember the name? I don't know.
I don't know.
The one
I
that
don't
did
know.
3D retro. Or the
I think
little-
so.
I think it's called Oda's Koozie.
Koozie. Yeah. So those are pretty much the only things I've been interested in lately, and I love
see.
them both, and I'm really excited to get them.
Just paid
I
my big toy cube bill, so I should have your Jim McKenzie very soon.
Yes, I'm so excited. I wanted to get the
Um,
original version, but I kept backing out, and then I was like, I can't miss this one. Like I had to get the black and white one, monotone one.
yeah, I've been meaning to grab one of those also. We had Jim on the show, and he was a great guest. He's another friend of the Blind Box.
Yeah, I watched that episode. That was a good one.
Yeah, we gotta get him back now that we have the capabilities to do some camera stuff, and maybe he'll do some special. I don't know. I don't know. I know he does special stuff. He does YouTube magic.
Yeah.
So, way more magic than what we got going on over here. He's high end. Over here, it's getting there. You know, it's rolling. So.
What do you guys think of this super plastic?
What is super plastic?
That is the Huck G or Huck G, however you want to say his name, and Paul Budnitz.
Oh, that's what it's called.
Yeah, it's like a mystery company.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
So Huck and this guy who used to, or I guess founded Kid Robot, right? Corey, is that what it is?
Yep. Yeah.
So they went and they made their own company, and they're gonna make art toys now. And
Well, we don't know what they're gonna make. It's just been like super mysterious, and there's supposed to be some sort of big announcement. And
Wait, who's the other guy? So it's Huck-G and who?
Paul Budnitz, the guy that
He's
started.
not with Kid Robot anymore?
He hasn't been for a very long time.
Oh, God. See
Mhm.
shows how much I know.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I guess they're gonna be.
starting their own thing.
Yes, exactly. So they're starting their own thing, and for anybody that knows, anything about, the designer art toy scene, Huck and Kid Robot are not on the best of terms from the last that I knew. Now, that doesn't mean they want to fight out in the street if they see each other. But it just means that it doesn't mean that they don't want to do that either, I guess. But it just means that as of right now, that's what it like. They're not in the greatest of standings. So you could only imagine that this news is making some waves. I don't know. I don't know what it is. If that's a new platform that we're seeing. That's cool. It looks like the line, like for the nose area, kind of looks like it kind of reminds me of like the Dunny nose area. But otherwise,
like
I mean,
like a Luke Chew Bearhead vibe with.
I was
bigger
thinking
ears.
that, yeah.
yeah, that's yep. That's a good call. And I don't know. I mean, I'll be interested to see what it is. We haven't done an episode of the Blind Box in a few months, and to be honest with you, like I've kind of checked out of what's going on, and one of the reasons why is because I want to be able to have the same perspective when we first started the show, where we would talk to artists, and I would kind of be like, I have no idea who this person is, other than the fact that I really like this piece and that piece, but I don't know their entire, background and catalog and blah blah blah. I kind of want to have that same feel now, where I can, see some of the stuff that has come out or is coming out or whatever, and have like a new reaction to it. So this is one of those things. I'm interested to see what's going to happen. Is Huggy back? Where did he go? He's been doing things.
I don't think he officially left. He just.
Oh, that's right. He did do that. Right.
He said he wasn't doing this full time anymore.
Oh, that's right.
But yeah.
I remember thinking that. I'm like, if Huck G can't do it, then nobody can.
So there's no hope for me. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. I'll be. What's that?
But not that I planned on doing it full time. It was just
right.
kind of like, well, no hope now.
You guys seem to get it figured out better than I probably could. I mean, shit, better than I have with the Blind Box. Like I said, we're over 200 episodes, and I'm still trying to figure out how to get paid off of this thing. So, someday, Corey, someday we'll be millionaires.
Yeah.
That's right. Corey, Casey, this is that time of the show where we go over to Corey and we find out what is going on over at Strange Cat Toys. This is Strange Cat Corner. We don't have a fancy graphic for Strange Cat Corner yet. If you want to make one for us, by all means, Casey, not you. I'm saying anybody that's listening.
Like I'm terrible at design.
No, not you. I'm saying anybody. Anybody that happens to listen to this. The other thing is, I want to throw this out there real quick before Corey does Strange Cat Corner and whatnot. I've gotten random emails from people that email the site, and they say, hey, we have this thing coming out. Could you talk about it and let people know, and we listen to the show and it's great and stuff like that. I appreciate the support for you listening to the show. That is fucking fantastic. I really do. I really do appreciate it. But here's what I'm going to say is that now with the new format of the Blind Box and all that stuff, I don't want to open up the floodgates of anybody who has a product. Just send us the information and we'll throw it up there. I would rather say this. If you have a product and you would like to send it to me to review for the Blind Box, then by all means, contact me and ask for my address, and you can send me something, and I'll talk about it on here, and I'll show it and all that stuff, and if I love it, then I love it, and if I don't, then I don't. Like that's I guess the chance that you take. But I don't want to do something where it's just, okay, this is the hour or the half hour or 20 minutes where we talk about, all the things. Because that can get, that's going to get pretty crazy. So, I don't want to do that. I also feel like at this point, like we've done enough shows and stuff like that, that if you have something that you think is worth talking about, then take the chance of sending it over, and we'll we'll take a look at it, and I'll have no problem. And I'm going to figure out this whole camera thing and where to put things and all that kind of stuff. But as of right now, it's just kind of coming together. So with that being said, Corey, what the hell is going on over at Strange Cat Toys?
So I guess if you didn't tune into the test episode, it's pretty much going to be the same thing. We released the Dark Life Beard Oil Dark Matter.
Yep.
So we still have, pretty good amount of those left. We sold out of the mini nug resins that Ian made. We do still have the Dunny and his painting left. I put those in the chat. I don't know if you can put those in the YouTube.
Yep.
But those are still available, and those are one of one. So once they're gone, they're gone.
Okay. I'm working on it. I'm getting there. I gotta. This is the show prep stuff that I've been talking about, Corey.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
looks
the only reason why I
just joined the chat.
What's that?
Looks like Ren1 just joined the chat.
Oh, Ren. What's going on, brother? Thank you. I meant to say that before, actually. Thank you to everybody who's tuning in, or let anybody know, or feedback or whatever, however you say that. So if you check out Ren, if you check it out, you can see some new magic. It's all about the new magic. There's an Ian Zabrowski Nug Life Dunny that you can see there, as well as the what Dark Matter Nug Life beard oil. Just real quick, Corey, I'm gonna need a bottle of this Dark Matter, and I'm going to need a bottle of, if I can bring this up. Hold on a second. Hold on. I'm doing it. Hold on. Yeah, it's getting there. The magic is happening, people. You just gotta be a little bit patient sometimes. For some reason, it's not letting me do. All right, I guess I'll do it this way. All right, here we go. And then, boom. The Spanky Stokes Stroll Drool beard oil. Who names these things?
I let the artist pick the names, and they kind of go through the scent. Like, I give them a list of different scents they can pick from, and I'll let them know if I think this is a wrong mix or if this is good.
Right.
I get all the supplies, and I mix them up, and I get the labels made. And that's that. This is Spanky really wanted it to be blue, and I didn't know if I could make an oil blue, so I did a little bit of research, and I was able to make it happen.
I was gonna say, can't you just I mean, I hate to sound naive here, but can't you just add blue dye to it?
Well, it's going on your face and your hair, so.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, you don't want to dye your hair. Yeah.
Yeah, or your face.
Or your face, even worse.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're trying to do more of these this year. We only did a couple last year, so if anybody has a pretty good following and a beard and they do art,
right? Yeah.
Reach out. I'll make you some oil. Casey, if you want to grow a beard, we can work something out.
I can absolutely do that.
Cool.
Perfect. There you go. What would your beard oil be called, Casey?
Oh God, you're giving me too much credit. I'm not witty.
Yeah. Just something basic like one-eyed oil.
One-eyed oil. Yep.
There you go. All right, Corey, put it on the list.
All right, one-eyed Tadaway oil.
One-eyed Tadaway. Tadaway. Which way, Corey? Which way you want to go? Tadaway. Tadado,
Sounds
like that.
Native American.
Yeah. Which way? Tadaway.
Which way?
There you go. We figured out a way. All right, so Corey, what else is going on over there at Strange Cat Toys?
We have the Custom Cause show coming up in March at Redefine Gallery. I believe it's going to be March 22nd, and it'll run for a week. That's down in Orlando. And I put a picture up in the chat of Ink Visuals finished his piece. It's on its way to us.
Ooh, it looks good. I'll show the people in 1 second. Again, everybody, you gotta excuse Corey. He's not very good at this whole show prep thing. So
I sent it like just before I started talking about it, so I figured.
Yeah, I know that's not prep. The prep would be when like the 3 days before the show, you go, oh right, and then I want to talk about that Ink Visuals thing, and then you send it over to me, and it's tagged Ink Visuals, blah 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 blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's show prep. Yeah, this is right. This is just a show. All right, so this is just a shit show. No, I'm just playing. All right, so everybody, if you're looking at the YouTube channel, or the chat, or the video, or whatever that thing's called by the kids these days, you can see Ink Visuals' fantastic piece for the cause show. That's not a cause show. What is it called again?
Oh fuck, I forgot.
Oh come on, it's your show. Come on, man.
Put me on the spot.
Yeah, this. Come on, everybody's putting me on the spot all night.
It's called Misappropriated Icon.
Oh, misappropriated.
They are on reproduction cause, not real cause.
Right. I respect it. All right, so so that's the cause show that's going on, and where is that going to be at again?
Redefine Gallery in Orlando, Florida.
Yes, the fine folks over at Redefine Gallery. Strike again. Yep, Crummy Gummy. Yep, that's what I'm saying. They strike again. We gotta have Crummy Gummy back. That's what I mean. We gotta have everybody back now that we're able to do this whole video thing. You know, this whole bit. And real quick, just not to interrupt Corey's Strange Cat Corner, but I do want to throw this out there. This weekend, we're gonna try to do some things here. Friday night, Lowbrow in Denver is having a release party for the Wild Ones, and I'm gonna head over to that, and I'm going to bring the camera, or aka my phone, over there, and we're gonna try, I think, to get Corey set up with the magic, and he's gonna be able to do the magic from his side. And we're gonna be able to see what a release / trade party is like over at Lowbrow in Denver, and let me tell you, it is popping. No, it's a good times. Everybody goes over there, buys Dunnies, trades the ones that they don't want for the ones that they want, and they do like some raffle stuff and all that kind of good stuff. So I'll probably go over there and we'll give that a shot and see if that works. And then on Sunday, this is all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say that that anything's definitely going to happen, but no, I'm not going to. But I'm going to say there has been a bit of communication, and I think that we're in good standings to have this work out. And even if it doesn't work out, I will say this: I'm going out to Stranger Factory on Sunday for the first time. I'm headed out to Arizona, road trip, and right in between is Albuquerque, so I am stopping at Stranger Factory, and I'm going to get a chance to see the place in person. That's all I'm gonna say. I will say that I'll try to stream some stuff, and we're gonna have a show at some point during that day. It'll probably be around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock Eastern. If Corey is available and if everything works out. And if not, I'll probably still go live just so that people that are fans of Stranger Factory can see the place. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I've been Casey, are you excited?
I'm so excited.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I like to hear. No, I'm hype. Casey Brandt is one of my favorite artists. I've talked about it. More. Is he? Yeah, that's I've talked about it more than a handful of times on the show, and it's kind of funny because I never really pictured that there was going to be a spot where I would just be rolling through New Mexico to be able to check out Stranger Factory. And it turns out that's exactly what's going to happen. I figure cut the trip in half and stay in Albuquerque for the night, and see how that goes. So I would say if you're a fan of the show, stay tuned on Friday and Sunday of this coming weekend, because we have some stuff that's going to go live. So All right, Corey. Back to Strange Cat Corner.
That was it. I was done.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's that, I guess.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's about it. I think that like we got everything. We got everything out there. I think. Casey, did we get everything out there? Was there anything that you wanted to talk about or didn't want to talk about that we haven't covered?
No, I don't know.
No. What have you been watching on TV lately?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. Everything I watch is always streaming, so I don't watch live TV really.
What do you stream? Did you watch the new Cloverfield movie?
Not yet, but I want to. Is it good?
Oh God, it was so good. I don't listen to these haters out here. It was so good. Corey, did you watch the new Cloverfield?
No, don't talk about it though.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see it. I'm gonna watch it. That's my next movie.
I'm not gonna ruin it. I'm just saying, there's a lot of people out there that are kind of talking down on the new Cloverfield, and they're like, oh, they don't know what they're doing. They're just making things up. Oh, they just blah 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 blah. And I'm like, you know what? Get out of here. Don't even watch my Cloverfield series, because I've been into Cloverfield from the beginning. I have a lot of random theories about it that we could talk about sometime, Corey.
I didn't like the second movie though.
How could you not like Cloverfield Lane? Why?
I don't know.
Why?
They didn't show any monsters.
They did.
It just didn't do anything for me. I don't know.
Go back and watch it. You got.
Loved.
All right. Here's what I'll say. This is the way you got to watch the Cloverfield movies, okay? This is what this doesn't give anything away from the third one. This is just in general. No, it's not. They're all different perspectives of the same event, obviously, right? So you got to look at it like, if a monster attack happened now, like if that was happening like directly right now, it would affect everybody differently. Like, not everybody, their first instinct would be like, I gotta run out and try to save myself or whatever. Like, some people might have like a crazy shelter built that they're just gonna bunker down in for however long. Now, somebody could say, yeah, that's the case, and I don't care about that person. Well, you know what? Oh, well, I do. I care about that person. I care about that crazy person that has built a bunker like their entire life, and then they finally get to use it, and then they go insane, and it affects like the two people that are left in their life. And the whole thing of like, you don't know what's going on, like you don't know if like the air's contaminated, like you don't know if they can really go outside or not. And then the dynamic within the characters of like the three people. This is what I love about it. I love that, like, before, when we got monster movies, we would get these movies of like these CGI animated monsters that would wreck cities, and they didn't really they didn't affect you when you watched it. Like, you were like, well, I can't relate to that. Like, I don't live in the sky, so I don't see everything from like a sky view or whatever. Like, I live as a person, you know what I mean? So now when these monsters attack, and you can see it on a personal level, and you see it on like a lower level, I just feel like it's that it affects you that much more. And when you can see that these people are living in bunkers, or these people, like, their real lives are affected, I feel like that's a big deal. Like, I feel like that's a great part of Cloverfield that goes kind of untalked about. Like, everybody just kind of looks at it as like a scary monster movie. I look at it as like, if a monster attacked, you're probably not going to see the monster before it kills you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, Corey, do you see where I'm going with this?
I like Cloverfield Lane. You don't have to tell me.
Oh, you did like
You're
it.
not arguing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, Corey, come on. You got to like it more. No. Seriously. I don't know. I liked it. I like the fact that it could be filmed like by pretty much anybody. Like, I like that aspect of it. I don't know. There's a lot of things I like about it. And the new one is good. It's a little bit different. We'll talk about it again, hopefully on the next show or something, or one of the next shows. And Corey will. Why didn't you watch it after the Super Bowl, Corey?
I'm watching that alt Altered Carbon show.
Oh, really?
Oh, I think my boyfriend's watching that. Is it good?
Yeah.
I think he like binged the entire thing like that night or something.
The first episode's a little bit hard, but after that, they're all really good.
I watched like one of those episodes and I thought it was okay. I still have to kind of, make sense of it or whatever, or like put it all together in terms of what I'm watching. So I know it's like people that have skins or something. They can pop into other skins. Is that what happens?
Well, that's like the whole world. That's just like, if you die, you don't die. Unless somebody like
puts one in your head.
Or whatever the hell it's called.
I want to watch it.
Yeah, it's a
good
show. Is it new? Is it brand new?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Corey, don't blow my charger.
Okay.
All right.
Shoot you in the neck.
Yeah, please. Thank you.
They keep your little discs.
Yeah. Yeah, don't shoot my disc. Anyways, okay. So for anybody that's listening, we'll have blindbox.com, blindboxpodcast.com revamped soon. Right now we're just trying to get the episodes back up and going, and with the new format and all that stuff. Shout out to sponsors and supporters of the show, Tenacious Toys and Benny. You can head over there and order stuff, and just tell them that we sent you. I don't know. He don't tell him that we sent you. He might mess up your order on purpose. And then there's also the fine folks over at the Toy Chronicle, and they're always up to date on everything that's going on with the toy scene. Of course, Spanky Stokes, which is what we were just talking about. He sells drool now. It's weird. And I think that's pretty much. I think that's about it. So, Casey, thank you very much for joining us and doing this and sitting around and waiting while we figured out technical difficulties.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Go ahead, let the people know where they can get a hold of you and follow you and buy stuff and all that kind of stuff.
Oh god, that means I have to spell my name or say my name and no one's gonna understand it.
Yeah, I'm not getting involved in this one. I'm just gonna sit back.
Which is why I changed it to One-Eyed Girl.
Right.
Well, I can spell it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, alright, well, so website is oneeyedgirl.com. And my shop is Store NV. It's One-Eyed Girl on Store NV. And my Instagram is KCTARARUJ. Tadadoi, clearly.
Of course.
Obviously.
I'm still so confused by this whole thing. Like I haven't caught up. I don't even get the joke. I wouldn't be able to keep up with your family at all.
Yeah, it's nonsense.
Yeah. That's the thing that we figured out about the blind box this episode. It's all nonsense. From your last name to everything else. Yeah. Well, again, thank you very much for joining us. You're welcome back anytime, especially if you have anything going on or whatever. If you want to let us know about it, you can feel free to send information over. I'm not gonna have you send anything to get anything shown. If you have anything going on, or if you have something up that I mean, I know this doesn't happen, but it has trouble selling, then send us over. We'll throw it up there. But
All right. Cool.
All right.
Thanks.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And this is the Blind Box, everybody. We will see you next time. Peace out.
Bye.